Here in New Mexico, what I say is that we're not sick of people yet. In terms of like, you can still talk to people.
Joining us in the studio today is filmmaker, producer, and the creator of the popular local project Offset web series G.I. Joe, Lonesome. Joe, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, guys. Much love all day.
Yeah. Now, you started out making skate videos in Albuquerque before transitioning into professional production. What specific skills from capturing skateboard culture have translated best to directing and editing narrative content?
Bro, wonderful question. I couldn't have thought of a better way to, hop into this podcast. Skateboarding was a real big part of my life. I wanted to go pro for my entire life. Didn't really have any plans to do anything else, not even college. So when I came into some injury that kind of, prohibited that going forward in the way that I wanted to, I kind of thought about like what I wanted to continue doing. It was kind of like a pivot in life. Like what's fun to me. It wasn't really about like what's going to make me the most money or things like that. I was just like, I just want to be happy and continue to have fun. Skateboarding was a really fun life, and I was like, man, those little videos we used to do, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like that was I loved doing those and like editing those with the friends and stuff like that. And so I kind of just downloaded like an editor, started editing little videos and stuff like that. And it kind of became something that was attractive to me because we were able to kind of get a group together and all be kind of collectively doing this one thing and have something to show for it afterwards. And that was always a real treat for the work that we were doing and things like that, to really have something to be excited for at the end of it. And so that's kind of how I got into film. I didn't get into film wanting to be a director for my whole life. It wasn't about Scorsese and analyzing like every single thing about all these old movies. I kind of did that later on in my career, and going through school and stuff like that, through film school and everything. But so I'm not really that big a film buff. It's more about just kind of getting like people together and just doing something amazing, fun, and that we can really be excited about.
How did growing up in the Duke City skateboarding community shape your perspective as a visual storyteller?
Shape the perspective. I'd say it was it's very interesting people that we have here in New Mexico, and also interesting kind of stories that take place on the streets. So as far as skateboarding is concerned, like street skating is all about the streets.
Yeah.
It's all about like hanging out like in areas of the city that maybe not a lot of people know exist, essentially. A lot of ditches and arroyos and tunnels and other things like that. So that kind of like design and that kind of perspective of just this like vastness and this like urban vastness, let's just call it that, was something that really stood out to me as a filmmaker. And it was kind of cool. Like I really took a liking in location scouting. I thought that was just so cool to go on like missions, go scout a location. People are like looking at me in their car, like, what are you doing over there? Like, why are you there? Like, no one's there. Like, what are you looking at? And it's like, I'm here, like, creating something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm scouting.
It was your moment.
Just keep on rolling. Green light, go. All right. Just keep on rolling. Just, we're here creating something, amazing, like, in our minds. And that was just, like, the most amazing thing about, creating film here.
Yeah. Was there a definitive or a single definitive moment while filming a skate trick you realized, hey, I want to make motion pictures for the rest of your life?
No, not really. I would say that it was more from the collective of a lot of a group of people coming together for a common, goal, have a common goal in mind of being able to, watch this back and again, kind of just be excited about what we did. So not one trick like specifically. It was just the entire transformation of like what this means to my motivation in the industry.
Yeah. You launched the Offset web series back in 2017. What inspired you to build that platform?
Well, definitely through skating and everything, just like kind of like we were saying, wanting to get people involved in something that they can show for and be proud of. And so that was kind of that was the base. I was like, I want to do something like this with the community and everything. But I had a couple of projects before Offset, more underground. I have them on a YouTube channel. It's more of a archived channel that no one really knows about unless they message me and they want to see some stuff. I'll let you in on it. But I had a show. Short story. I used to work at Costco. Actually, before I got into the film industry, I worked at Costco for 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and there was a they always have these like vendors that kind of come through, and one of the vendors was Traeger grills. You know, the Traeger grills. They're pretty like high end grills. Whatever. The guys were just like super loud, like selling them and stuff like that. They're like Traeger, super loud. And I'd be just like stunned by that. Like they're just like, dude, they're like yelling in here. So we call it getting tregged. Like whenever you got like messed up by something, you'd be like, oh, I got tregged, And so that was kind of the whole that was kind of the whole kind of paradigm of like where I was in life with like my friends and stuff. Is we were called treggers, and we were just like tregging things. We got tregged every night. And so I wanted to like build like a sitcom. I really was into Seinfeld. Wanted to build a sitcom around this, so I got the homies involved and everything. I'm like, we're gonna call this Tregged, and it's just gonna be about minorly unfortunate events, and we're all gonna be Treggers, and it's gonna be insane. And we actually filmed 4 episodes.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they're on that undisclosed YouTube channel, but But it was hard to keep a cast together that was just friends and not even really actors and stuff like that. So they all went off and did things. My main guy was like, "Hey man, I want to be a WWE superstar, man." And I was like, "For real?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "We're gonna have the premiere for everything in like a week." He's like, "Yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna be a WWE superstar," and he did pretty well in Las Vegas actually. But anyways, it was just hard to keep. It was like hard to keep people together. So I had another idea called 505 Cribs.
Oh, I like that.
It's kind of like MTV Cribs,
Yeah.
but instead of the cars, clothes, and hoes, it was more about like the trials and tribulations of being broke in New Mexico. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And so we filmed 1 episode of that. And that was going to kind of be like a succession of like different people every single episode. So I can kind of like continue to kind of cultivate like the excitement and the hype per episode because we're going to be doing a new person. So I can kind of keep on going with a new person. So that kind of fizzled out because I don't know, people were getting like their houses broken into at that point, and nobody wanted to have their house filmed.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of pivot from that, and so me and Nick Myers, Nick Fury, local rapper here. Shout out to Nick Fury. I kind of had this idea of like combining both of those things, having like kind of a sitcom type of thing, but also having like a way to have a new character, a new main actor or whatnot every single episode to kind of continue the longevity, but also kind of do something that's scripted. And I kind of was like, oh, what about this thing? Had a couple Offset or whatever, and he was like, yeah, let's get Joe Griffinberg, shout out Joe Griffinberg, into this as Heisenberg. Maybe he can like be Heisenberg because Joe Griffinberg was the stand-in for Bryan Cranston. Things like that. And I was like, all right, yeah, that sounds cool. And so basically coined it like offset when it's characters from movies whenever they're off of the film set. So we call it offset web series. And that's kind of the origin and kind of where it came from.
Yeah. Keeping an indie web series alive and thriving for nearly a decade is an incredible feat. How has the core vision of Offset evolved since those early episodes?
It has evolved quite a bit. For me, internally, as the executive producer of the show, it's evolved in a way of just like enterprise more so for me. Like, what is my contribution to the organization? Just the amount of people that have been involved, and just kind of the enterprising of it, and the duplication of it and everything as well has gotten to a level that has just mind boggled even me with from the beginning. Now we have a producer per episode. So let's say we do 3 to 5 episodes per year. The beginning of the year, we'll pick one producer for that episode. They will head up that entire episode. They will get their team together, their director, their producer, their writer. We have people from the community who submit scripts to us and everything, and so they will pick a script and work with that writer and things like that. So it's like I force them to into delegation roles and into teaming up. It's all about creating a team, learning how to work with a team, and really being able to kind of understand the value of leaning on your team and trusting your team to make this thing go forward in a very efficient way. I feel like in indie filmmaking, there's many hats. Here's a hat right here.
Yeah.
Oh, we got like a million hats.
Yes.
On one person. That's cool, and I understand I understand where that kind of comes into play, money wise, time wise, just sheer getting it done wise, and everything. It's just like I need to wear all these hats. I need to be directing, producing. I need to do crafty. I need to PA sometimes. I need to be shuttling people around and stuff like that. Like, this is all me, and that's cool. Like, I love that part about filmmaking too. Like, that's how you really kind of break in. But the cool thing about Offset is that we kind of have developed a low budget, big production concept program. So it's low budget, but we work it. We kind of push it as a big production, as like a union production, because we just have so many people wanting to be a part of it now that it's really easy to be able to get everyone there, all the departments, all the hats and stuff like that. We got sponsored by the New Mexico Film Foundation because they really liked what we were doing with above the line people, like opportunities and stuff like that. New Mexico is more of a laborer's state as far as IATSE 480, laborers. That's kind of the biggest kind of impact that we have on the larger industry is our labor force here. There's not a whole bunch of negotiations that were happening. Let's get those negotiations going, guys, because we need it now. Internal boom. That's what we need going on. But as far as it goes, like LA, New York, stuff like that, there was no negotiations going on here, and so it was really hard for above the line opportunities to kind of happen. Offset is all about getting new producers on, getting new directors on, and getting new writers on, and having multiple of them per year.
The whole team.
Yeah, kind of happen and everything. So they were really about above the line opportunities. So they had us come on and sponsor the show and stuff like that. But everyone else has been the drivers of the out of the box genius creations that have happened. I just, it's like you got some puppies. It's like I got some puppies, right? And like they want to run around so fast, but you're like, well, you kind of got to. If you stay in here, you can run around and do all you want. You can just be so. You can be original, little puppies, and so having that like little area is like what offset is, and having these like new people or new or industry people that are looking to do new things or try different positions in film, kind of cut their teeth on that, like they can be in there too and stuff, and they can just play around and have fun and stuff like. And then from that you got all kinds of amazing you know multicolored rainbow puppy poo that's like just so wonderful, and it's really a creation of love, and I'm just really stoked and proud of what they've come up with over the years.
Events like the I'll Be Crazy Film Fest serve as a powerful fundraising and screening platforms for local creators. What do you think the biggest misconception outsiders have about the Albuquerque indie film community?
Misconception. Well, what I actually, this is kind of what I tell a lot of people, like coming into our community here from maybe out of state. There is a conception, actually, that getting into film is like really tough because like you're not going to get like the time of day. Like no one is going to take you seriously, essentially, right? You have an idea, you're like, well, it's never going to happen because
Been done before or whatever.
maybe been done before, but like low self-esteem and stuff like that, like can't really put themselves out. It's hard to put yourself out in bigger markets like LA or New York and stuff like that. Get your head chewed off, stuff like that. But so here in New Mexico, what I say is that we're not sick of people yet. In terms of like, you can still talk to people and they still want to help you, and they'll probably help you out of like the kindness of their heart still in this market in New Mexico where it is right now, and even more so where it is right now because of what we are experiencing in terms of the slowdown and everything. People just kind of want to literally people are just bored and they just want to like do something fun and just also like continue to work their skill because they're getting rusty, and so there's a lot of opportunity here that people just would like to join your project because we're, number one, still kind of a smaller, close-knit community, but number two, because we're in this kind of time right now, this kind of golden age of independent film, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Your work has bridged traditional independent filmmaking with high-volume digital studio production. Mm-hmm. What's the biggest lesson traditional indie filmmakers can learn from the fast-paced world of digital first scripted content?
If you don't know, get someone who does.
Yeah.
If you want to kind of continue to, DIY it and everything, then still try to kind of communicate with someone who can give you some solid advice whenever it comes to the new things that are happening. Chances are that if you're the one who has the idea and is going for everything else, then you have a lot on your plate anyways to get it going. And so again, kind of just, in my opinion, just kind of trying to leverage others. And again, in this market, you really can leverage an idea and have someone really take favor in what you're doing. And so, they probably have a lot more focused capacity to be able to create what your vision than maybe you do. And so, yeah, go for the money. Go for the money. Put all your energy into like getting like the funding together. And then I feel like everything else of the people who really know how to, to create what your, vision is will appear for you and stuff like that. So definitely leverage the community whenever it comes to that.
You entered the New Mexico Film Union in 2016? And
Kind of. 2019 when
2019,
was whenever I was sworn in.
After navigating various independent business ventures, what advice do you have for young, hungry local crew members trying to make that exact jump today?
Well, also webseries.com. And then you got a new page on there. It's the Join Cast and Crew page. And so looking to make a jump in, leverage, again, something that I've been doing for a long time, which is creating this open platform for people to be able to get into the industry. But other than that, I would say just kind of continuing to believe that you have something that other people really want to see, that will like impact them. I think that motivation there is key to anyone trying to break into the industry. And I mean that's not only relevant to here, but that's really relevant to anywhere in the world. Is to just continue to have that motivation that what you have, other people are going to be really impacted by, and you can really change someone's life for the better by just sticking with something that you are passionate about, essentially.
Receiving an award from the New Mexico Film and Television Hall of Fame is a massive milestone. Congratulations on that. When you look back at that achievement, who are the local mentors or collaborators you feel earned that award right alongside you?
Well, someone said, I think it was Ron Weisberg, actually. Someone said that we had the longest standing web series going, but I think it was actually Matt Page who does, because he's been doing Enter the Dojo for a super long time. Now we're definitely different platforms and stuff like that, different targets, different target markets and stuff like that too. His was more about like views, viewership, things like that, getting to the top subscriber count for like YouTube, and doing it like that with like a set crew and everything. Where ours is not really about viewership. Viewership is actually comes second to the opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
So we're more of an opportunity. Yeah. We're not really about viewership. However, talking about viewership, the last episode of our show, the Aerial episode, season 8, you can check it out. Just hit over 10,000 views. Not to mention Rob Weisberg again, but he was in that one. And basically, that's incredible. And that really shows a certain testament of the creativity that was happening in that episode. But that was a huge feat for that. Not the goal, but we'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, maybe just like Matt Page, and maybe like who else was kind of doing some good stuff? Maybe Alejandro Montoya. Yeah, he's still doing great stuff. Rock the spot, Alejandro, but was doing some amazing things there too. And he had a lot to say in the early days for Offset as well. Big supporter of the show and everything too. And I think that was great. So probably just many others, but maybe both of them. Shout out to both of them for sure.
Yeah. Time for some lightning round questions. You ready?
Let me burp. Okay, let's go.
What is your absolute favorite location to shoot in Albuquerque?
Probably just like downtown.
Downtown. If you could only use one focal length lens for the rest of your career, what is it?
Oh, probably just like probably like a probably like a 35.
35 millimeter.
Yeah.
What's the best post-shoot meal spot in town?
Used to be Joe Carrero's, actually, but now I'm vegetarian, actually a vegan hybrid, but probably Lucky Goose.
Lucky Goose.
They got a new spot down by
Shout out
Lucky Goose.
Yeah.
East downtown. They got a new spot down there, so Lucky Goose, man, for sure.
Do you have a favorite skateboard, and do you still skate?
I still do skate. Yeah, just came out with a skate video. Actually, check it out. It's called Farewell because homie's getting up there. But yeah, I still like to push around and stuff, and it's like an ex-ball player. He still goes out and just shoots. He's like, he's not gonna go out. He's not gonna go hoop, but he's gonna go shoot a little bit. So I'll do that. My favorite board company.
Yeah.
Really used to love Flip skateboards. But I'd say like right now probably like Crooked or maybe even Shop. Shout out to Kingswell Skate Shop, right next door to the Guild, actually. So literally the next door neighbors to the Guild is my guy Noah, which is the owner of Kingswell Skate Shop. Go check him out. Got a lot of good other like apparel in there too. Really, really awesome shoes, things like that. But awesome shop there as well.
Right. New Mexico is considered to be the chili capital of the world. What's your favorite, red or green?
Let's go Christmas, man. Got it.
Christmas style. There you go.
That's what it out, man, for sure.
Joe, is there anything I might have overlooked that you'd like to share?
Well, I'm about 6'2". How tall are you?
6'3".
Oh, okay. So you overlooked me by an inch.
Big deal.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, just, we're really improving a lot on our website right now. So offsetwebseries.com. Everyone go check it out there. We've put a lot into that website.
Great.
And there's that new page tab for join cast and crew right there. So there's a Google form that you can fill out, and it's really amazing because it's kind of like the union where you have 3 different options, 3 different crafts that you can kind of more or less like apply for essentially. So there's kind of that same thing there too. It's like what do you really want to do? What do you medium want to do, and then what do you maybe want to do at some point or something like that that's like kind of interesting or whatever. And so you can kind of fill that out, and that automatically comes to us, so you automatically be a part of our little interested cast and crew list, which is great. We also have some, this is a sneak peek here. This is first time that I've thrown this out here. We have apparel. We have a new shop page on our website as well now. So we have some new shirts on there, got some beanies, got some merch, got some hoodies, and got some socks. You need some socks?
I wear shorties. You got shorties?
No.
Get them.
Hire the socks down to the, how that goes.
I'm not into that.
Never mind.
Not my thing, but that's good.
You weren't born in New Mexico, were you?
No, I wasn't. New York.
That's why.
Yeah.
The higher the socks, down to the fool. Also, I was not born in New Mexico either. Little correction there.
Yeah.
I was born on the East Coast, but I was raised in New Mexico.
Right. Same here.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
There you go.
I have long socks.
Joe, it has been a pleasure meeting you and learning all about you. Dude, you're welcome back anytime, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man, thank you.
Yeah,
not Albuquerque-born filmmaker, producer, and the creator of the popular local project Offset Web Series, Joe Lonesome.
Yo.
For Viva New Mexico Vodcast, I'm Jamie Gannon Vareras, a.k.a. Jamie B.